Okay, so first thing, this video will contain spoilers. Please click off if you do not wish to spoil yourself. I'm around about 25 hours into Starfield. I've been playing non-stop. It's been a very healthy experience. On the real, I'm absolutely loving it. Each time I boot up the game for a session, I fall more in love with it. So, here we are, the city of Neon. It's nighttime, and I'm just leaving after a day of looking around. As you can see, my ship has had a bit of an upgrade. I spent around about an hour and a half playing around in the ship builder, and this is the result. Although, it's pretty dark, yeah, I mean, you get the idea. For what it's worth, the ship builder starts off intimidating, like really overwhelming. After messing around with it for a little while though, it really is a marvelous tool, and the freedom it gives you is sensational. I just know I'm going to be losing a whole lot of my time to this. I'm level 15 currently, and my go-to weapon at the moment is the Old Earth hunting rifle. Just take a squiz at this thing. It looks like something out of Metro or Stalker. I love it. I'm also rocking a shock troop spacesuit, and that looks pretty damn snazzy if I do say so myself. I'm not too far along into the main story, and my quest log is already looking like an absolute bomb site. I figure we'll go have a look on the nearby planet of Volii Epsilon for our next power. Powers are basically the equivalent to shouts from Skyrim. They provide new and exciting ways to play through the game. We touch down on Volii Epsilon and spot the temple straight away. I mean, just take a look at this thing. My God. You will notice that I've turned the HUD off. In my opinion, it just makes the game look that much better. It feels so clean without the HUD. We enter the temple and immediately lose all gravity. Weightless, we float around the room, dancing with the stars, speaking to the unknown. Upon collecting enough of these fragments, the Dyson sphere thingamajig in the center of the room spins down, and we can merge with it. This is how you gain powers in Starfield. It's pretty straightforward, it's pretty easy. Temple Chi has bestowed upon me the gift of Sense Star Stuff. That's the name we went with, really? I mean, I dig it. Yeah, cool. Sense Star Stuff is essentially wall hacks. Activating it will highlight any life form within your immediate vicinity. When I activate it for the first time, I notice a figure walking off past a rocky outcrop. It looks kind of creepy. I approach him or her, not really knowing if they're going to be friend or foe. Turns out it's a foe. I mean, they're always foes. I get it. I'm violent too. What I didn't expect is that I'd be face to face with a Starborn. I have only had one other encounter with the Starborn, and that was in space. I could tell this being was Starborn though, just by the way it teleported in and out of reality. It made for an interesting fight. I defeat the Starborn, though I think it was pretty close. No HUD means I don't know how much health I have, and I'm pretty sure I was dying. Interestingly, I couldn't loot the Starborn either, which was disappointing. I really wanted whatever weapon they were shooting me with. Oh well, next time. Not too far from the temple we had just visited was an abandoned garrison of some sort. I made my way towards it and scouted it out. I immediately forget I had just acquired literal wall hacks and start trying to see them with my scanner. I am such a fucking idiot. I get one of them by themselves and I take the shot. Can you believe that pisses everyone off? Crazy. My ammo is low, bullets are flying around me, robots are rushing my position. And then I finally remember, oh yeah, sense space stuff. The fighting is vicious, but I come out on top. I open a locked container and am rewarded with a legendary weapon, a shattering regulator. By all accounts, it looks like a fairly decent weapon, so I decide to give it a whirl on the next bad guys I see. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Further into the garrison, I stumble blindly upon another group of mercs and robots. We're in the thick of it again. I boost my way around the battlefield, dispatching mercenaries left, right, and center. Soon after the dust has settled, I decide to leave the planet and head for Aquila City to restock on ammo. My guns are all dangerously low. I stock up quickly and head back into space. I decide on a whim to visit one of the moons orbiting Aquila, Kodos. There's no real reason for it, I just want to stretch my explorer legs for a little while. Almost immediately, a ship touches down not too far from where I've landed, so I beeline towards it, and I don't believe it. It's a starborn ship. It looks exactly like the one I had previously encountered in space. I ready myself for a fight. No one's around. I try to enter the ship. I can't. I don't know what they're doing here, but I can assume that they're following me, keeping tabs on me. I stumble across a research tower and a scientist asks for my assistance in finding a subterranean scanner and retrieving the data for them. Sure, yeah man, I can do that. I will say this, I really wish there was some sort of land vehicle to get around with. Running to new points of interest is exceedingly boring. I reach the cave, I gather the data, and return to the scientists for my handy dandy reward. I decide to have a quick visit to one of the natural landmarks in the area, and before I even get there, I can smell trouble. There are bodies. Dead pirates. Something killed them. I ready myself for a possible encounter with the Starborn, but it appears no one is around. That is, until I see... I have no idea what I'm looking at. I've got no idea if it's friendly or if I can recruit myself a new cute alien spider pet. I light it up with my flashlight and it gets pissed. Real pissed. After a tense few minutes of fighting, I put the creature down, and only then do I realize that was a Terramorph. I'd already killed one previously, though it was much bigger and nastier. This one must have been a youngin. This makes me worried for if I accidentally stumble into any nests, but that is what 25 Hours of Starfield looks like.